is Coach T with our Fit in 15. Let's get right into it. Let's start with our warm up and I'll explain the actual workout. So we're going to do static stretches today. I have my trusty timer that I'm going to start so that we can stay on time. Let's start with some warm ups because we always want to warm up the body. So we're going to go right here with some nice hinges, keeping our hand where it's most comfortable for you, right here to your side, right here next to your ear without pushing down your head. So we're just hinging, opening up the lower back, getting some warmth and some heat in those hamstring muscles. We've been sleeping all night, so we definitely want to get the body ready. Let's move forward. Let's do some marches. We're going to just march it out right here. What we're trying to do is warm the body up to get ready for the static stretches. The thing about static stretches is that you want to do them when the body is warm and not when the body is cold. So we're just going right here with our marches. Then we're going to do one more move for our warm up. We're going to do some reaches where we're going to spread out the legs wider than hip distance width apart. And we're going to reach in opposite directions. You don't have to touch your toes. You don't have to touch the floor, but just reach in that direction. All right, so there's no rest in between right here. Giving a nice little tap to the inner thigh. No rest in between the warm-up because it is a warm-up. We want the body to get ready for the work at hand. So we're right here, just warming it up nice and gentle, nothing too over the top. We're gonna do those warm-up moves one more round through, and then we're gonna get right to our static stretches. So we're doing static stretches today. All right, let's go back to our hinges. And next week, we're going to be doing what we call dynamic stretches, where we're going to move through the stretch. And as I was saying, the purpose of flexibility, the purpose, can't talk this morning, of static stretches is to help you with your flexibility. Not meaning you have to put your leg over the head. The whole thing about flexibility is that you're trying to bring the body back into full range of motion. Last one right here, that's back to our marches. You want to do them, as I said earlier, when the body is warm. They're usually done anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. No need to do them any longer. And our first few moves are going to be done for 15 seconds, and you'll understand why. And you can perform static stretches 2 to 3 times a week as needed. Some people might like to do it 5 times a week. There are some stretches that I do 5 times a week, 6 times a week. They're not all static stretches. So this is our last reach right here. I don't do everything every day, but I might have slept wrong. I might have had a hard workout the day before. So I need to get my body back into full range of motion. And that way I'm doing my static stretches right here. This is our last nice warm-up move, and we're going to go right into some neck extension for 15 seconds. All right, so we're going to come, feet are hip distance width apart, no wider. You're going to put both of your hands right here on your chest, and what you're going to do is that you're going to lean, take your chin, leaning into your chest right here, straight back. Breathing into it, hold it right here, let it go. We're going to do that one more time. So both hands are crossed. You're going to, what we're working on is the cervical spine. We're going to lean into it, bring your neck as far down, your chin as far down to your chest as possible. Right here, you should feel that opening up. All right, and now we're going to do the neck. So we're going to take the right hand, we're going to put it behind the head. We're going to lean, take the hand and ever so gently bring the head over. Don't force it over. Let it go as comfortably as it can without forcing it. All right? And let it go, shake it out. We're only doing these for 15 seconds. Now we're doing the opposite side because we are dealing with the cervical spine. So that's right there by the neck. We don't want to put too much pressure on that area. It's a delicate area, but we definitely want to warm it up because you know when we're sleeping at night with those pillows, we're in all kind of awkward positions. And let it go. So now we're going to go into our first move. We're going to do a tricep stretch. So we're going to put one arm over our head and just gently cup the elbow with the other one and just open up the chest. Nice morning moves for the stiffness in the morning, for the bad sleeping positions. You just want to hold this. And when I'm saying hold the stretch, it's hold the stretch and not hold your breath. And let it go. Bring the arms down. Reset. Now you want to do the opposite side. Put it behind your back as far as it can go. No need to stretch it beyond where it's ready to go. Sometimes it takes a little longer to warm up the body, but just bring the body to where it's comfortable. Don't force it. Don't put pressure on it. Just breathe into it. So you always want to breathe and relax when you're doing your stretches. There's no need to hold your breath. And right here, we're doing stretches from head to toe this morning is what we're doing, from head to toe. All right, a few more seconds and we're going to let it go. All right, so now we're going to come down. We're going to do across the arm before we go down to the mat. We're going to bring one arm across the other, give it a nice little relaxation. Let it rest or settle right here in your elbow. You're going to bend that arm and let that arm that you're stretching really push through it. And you might have to turn to the side ever so slightly to really feel it, because you're stretching out the arm in the back right here, which, you know, when we're sleeping, you're sleeping on one side harder than the other probably, and you want to let it go. Then you want to go to the other side, supporting that arm as we're stretching it, keeping it outstretched, nice, even, breathe, use your breath, use your breath. It should be relaxing, nothing should be pinching, nothing should be hurting. There we go, just holding it. All of our moves are going to be done one time because we're just stretching, static stretching from head to toe this morning. So this is definitely a keeper after you've awakened this morning, that you can stretch out your entire body from the top of your head all the way down. All right, so now that we've done the upper body, so now we're going to get into the lower body. So we're going to come down on the mat and we're going to do what we call a child's pose, where we open the legs a little wider than hip distance width apart, and you sit back as comfortably as you can, bringing your arms out in front of you as you breathe into it. That's okay if you can't go all the way down to the mat. Remember, this is the purpose of static stretching, to help with your flexibility. Bring your body back into full range of motion. You might have to put something on your knees if the mat and the floor is hard. So now you want to come up. Now we're going to bring the legs out straight. We're going to do what we call a cobra pose, where we lay down right here. You're going to come up with your elbows and you're really going to stretch out that upper back. You're feeling it in your lumbar spine, which is right here at the end, right there at the top of your glutes. Well, cervical spine, lumbar spine, thoracic spine, which is the longest part of your spine, is getting a nice stretch right here. Hold it right here, breathing into it, nice and easy. There we go. So now we're going to come up. We're still sitting on the floor or on the mat. We're going to do a butterfly pose, which means you're going to lay on your back and you're going to put the bottom of your feet together. And if you need to, you can press down. Make sure I'm in camera sight. You can press down right here, press the inner thighs to open it up a little bit more if you need to, and just hold it and breathe right here with the bottom of your feet together. Stretching out those adductors, the ADD, the adductors, the inner thigh muscles. Breathe into it. And we're holding these poses anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. All right, so then you come up, and now we're going to do something else. Get my little timer going again. All right, so what we're going to do now is that since we've done that, we're going to do a hip rotation. So we're going to send out one leg straight out in front of the other. We're going to cross the leg, and we're going to turn to the opposite. So the leg that's bent, that's the leg that you want to turn into as you breathe. That's okay if you can't cross it over. You can keep it right here and do that, okay? So I cross it over because I really need to get into that glute area. I'm a runner. The glutes are always on fire. Breathe into it, nice and relaxed. There you go. Cuff that knee that's sitting up right here. Hold on to it. Use your body as a prop, whatever you need to do, all right? Send it back out. So you're going to do the opposite leg. Bring that arm around and turn into it. You really feel it. And you might feel it on one side more than the other. And that's okay, because sometimes our dominant side, either you're right-handed or left-handed, we use those sides more than we use the opposing side. So there might be more tightness on that side, more stiffness on that side from overuse. All right, a few more seconds right here. All right, and then we're going to lay on our side, and we're going to do a glute quadricep stretch. So both legs are out. The top leg you're going to take and you're going to bend it in, and you don't have to reach behind if you don't want to. If you can't reach behind, that's okay. Just bend the knee as far as you can. If it's down here, that's fine. If it's down here, you might have to push it forward a little bit or push it back a little bit to really feel that stretching that quadricep, which is that muscle down the front of your leg. If you walk a lot, run a lot, you know how tight that muscle can get. So now we're doing the opposing side. Bottom leg is out, back leg. So I need to really bring it behind me to really feel that quadricep stretch. Breathe into it. Remember, we're holding it. We're not moving through the stretch. We're holding the stretch. Getting the warmth in there, getting the heat in there. And we have 2 more moves after this and we're done. All right, breathe. All right, and let that go. And then we're going to, so we've done the seated glutes, we've done the butterfly. So here's our last move right here. Our legs are going to come out straight, toes pointed to the ceiling, and you want to bend ever so slightly as you reach for your toes, okay? Reach right here, breathe into it. Nice. 3, 2, 1. And you're done. And that is our Fit in 15 static stretch. Next week, we're doing dynamic stretches. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye-bye.